We will be working soon. Give me a second. Testing. 1, 2. All right. Welcome, everybody. After like an hour and a half of troubleshooting everything, we have finally got our stream today. And I'm really just more exploring the Diamond 40 Next Gen here. I actually made a checklist and everything on my own here. So we're going to just go ahead and do that. We can get some music going on here. Should be all good. But I hope everyone's doing well out there. And we're going to take our time. We're going to do what will be hopefully a real-world flight over the summer as long as COVID dies down. Basically, Jet Pilot Cinnamon, founder of the Virtual USA Flying Club, wants to do the Skyline route. And boy, I do too. So I'm hoping that this summer, if we get everything going on right here and COVID dies down, that we will be able, myself, to fly from Plymouth all the way out to his home base of Stewart International in New York. And then we'll take the plane from there and do the Skyline route. Today we're just doing the two things. Diamond 40, I want to get used to it, use my checklist. And 2, just to go there and possibly back. I haven't decided on that yet. I always kind of leave that as an option. But it's going to take us about an hour and a half. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, thank you for coming in today. As usual, sir. Yeah, your inspiration for this stream is awesome. And you do so much for us, so thank you. But, so again, 2 things. Diamond 40, get used to it with the checklist I've made. 2, try out flight to Stewart International and see how that's going. Now, I was not able to use real-world weather today. Because 1, Microsoft's real-world weather is messing up. It's not loading anything. 2, I have Unreal Weather in here, which does work, but the visibility is down to half a square mile in some places, and it's not VFR at all. So what I did was I went with Microsoft's weather for snow, and I kind of just increased the cloud levels just to be above where I'm going to be. We're going to head out at 6,500 feet and make that happen. But yeah, those are the 2 goals for today. And again, Jet Pilot Simon, thank you for tuning in. I did plan the flight with real-world weather. I'll show you what I mean, with winds aloft and everything. But the beauty of this is when I use my tablet, I can just redo everything here. I read the for lack of a better term, POH of the Diamond 40. They call it Air Flight Manual or something like that, which is the same thing. I analyzed it. I looked through it. I made my checklist from it. So I determined the average cruise true airspeed to be 126. I don't know what Microsoft's doing. I have this mod for the DA40, which actually I've tested a little bit on that. It seems to work a lot better and more realistic to what the AFM says. So we're going with that. But I did have a problem with the G1000 autopilot the other night, so I'm wondering if that was because the default or not, but I downloaded a mod for that now too, so we're going to try that out on our way out. So without further ado though, let's get this checklist going on, and you'll see it looks a lot like my Cirrus 22 that I made from the POH for that, but everything on the left, I did it real world, so if you had to use this, you could actually use this right from the AFM for the Diamond 40, because I'm not going to just do things just for the sim, I'm going to make it realistic. So, but anyways, before starting the engine, we would have already done the pre-flight. That's where we're taking this from. So pre-flight, check. Completed, baggage, and tow bar secured. Fuel valve, normal and secured. It is. There's a little button on top, so I think that's what they mean by secured. Power level idle. I'm going to also double check these quadrants here and make sure they're working. See, that wasn't working, but it will after. There we go. Now it's reading the right one. Good. Idle. There we go. Parking brake is set. It's right here. That's where it tells me. Alternate air is closed. That's a little thing right here. Electric master is off. Right here in the middle. Avionic master is right here, and that is off. Essential bus is off. Again, a lot of these things you have to read the AFM to know what they are. So it even me. The alternate static is not in the plane, but reading from the AFM again, learning about the plane, knowing where stuff is, it's underneath right here. So you're not even going to be able to switch that on in the panel, but that's fine. They should have probably put that in there, but that's okay. Engine master off, which is actually right here, so it's guarded. And it is off. Voter switch auto. This actually has an electron. It has an engine. For lack of a better term, the ECU, it controls the engine electronically with a computer. So it's like the engine control unit. I think that's what it's called. So that's why the voter switch is important to have here. We're going to test that. With the mod, it lets you test everything. So fuel pumps off. That would be over here. So they are off. All light switches are off. I can verify that because I already checked them. Emergency switch off and guarded. This is in case you have a problem with power, and it will make it so that you can still use the horizon and everything. So never really had to use it yet in the sim, but it's there. And again, that's guarded as well because they don't want you messing with that unless you really have to. ELT armed. That is a little button over here, armed. Circuit breakers, you check that they're all in. We're going to assume that they're all in. Flap selector is up, and it is because that's the flap switch right there. Pitot heat is off. Very good. Fuel transfer is off. We do have to transfer fuel. Let me just double check and make sure I filled it. I did. All right. External power. We don't have any. Electric master is going on. Right there. We'll also make sure that this panel's on as well. There we go. I don't like the inset on this, so I'm going to turn that off. Rudder pedals adjusted, passengers instructed, seatbelts fastened, rear door closed and latched. Front canopy, position 1 or 2, G1000 powered and acknowledged. It is. All these warnings, by the way, they weren't on there, but with the mod, put them on there like real life, so that was awesome too. All right, multi-flight display, EIS fuel, looking good on everything. Fuel quantity, checked, reset, set if required, we're full. Fuel temperature checked. We're in the green. They have a glow, which is like a it's like a heater for the fuel, if you will. So it's in there in this plane. Power level is idle again, very good, and ACL strobes going on. That's your anti-collision lights. That's what ACL means. Starting the engine. We're gonna call clear prop as soon as we're ready to start. I don't ever do that unless I'm ready to go. But it looks like it's ready to go, so let's do it. Clear prop. And engine master is going on. Okay. Enunciation, engine instruments checked. We're good. Oil pressure is not going to be there because we're not starting it. Glow indication is, again, that heater thing for the fuel. But it's off. It would be right here. It'd say glow would be on. Start key to the start position. Here we go. Clear prop again. See, this mod seems to be pretty good so far from what we're seeing. A lot better than the thing here. Oil pressure is in green. It's outside the radar within 3 seconds. Voltage and electrical load. You can't really... I haven't found a place where I could check that. I'm just going to go with it's probably okay. Enunciations, engine instruments check. External power is not needed. Oil pressure is checked. We're good. We're in the green. RPM 710 plus or minus 30. We're good. That again was a little bit off on the original. Circuit breakers, we'll check that they're in again. Yep. Pitot heat on. So I'll make sure that it goes off on that screen. Very good. Pitot heat off. I might just leave it on eventually. Avionics master on. There we go. We're also going to get some instrument lighting here. This is real world time, but not real world weather, even though I set up for snow and stuff. Alright, FMS, flight management system set up. Initialize profile, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Flight plan, it's already in there. Radios, get some weather here, because I really don't even know what the weather is. I think that means Microsoft's weather. Oh, alright.
Kilo Papa Yankee Mike automated weather observation 2100 Zulu. Wind 286 at 8. Visibility, niner in snow. Sky condition, ceiling 3,100 feet overcast. Temperature, -5 C dew point. 1 tree C altimeter 29992.
Alright, so it's going to give me just a standard altimeter. That might change on our flight because we are going to use VATSIM today. We're already logged in and everything. And I just told them that I'm forcing sim weather to be... Told them off. Oh my lord. Alright. I don't get it. Oh, it's doing that bug again.
Kilo Papa Yankee, Mike Autumn.
You know what? We'll just do this.
Kilo Papa Yankee.
There you go. Just in case I need it, we'll do it here. I don't know why it does that, but it messes up once in a while, and that's not the mod I installed. Alright, autopilot test. Disconnect. Okay, you have to check that the electric trim is not working, which would be this thing, while holding down the autopilot button, which it's not, because I'm using the thumb pedal right here, and it's not moving. So good. Autopilot on, annunciations and flight. Yep, it's on there. Disconnect. Check autopilot off. And GA button. Can't remember what that button is. Oh, check flight. Oh, check flight director commands. Flight directors off. Well, it is, but I can't remember what the GA button is, so we'll just go with it. All right, autopilot test completed. Floodlight check. I'm just gonna put on the lights now. Landing taxi position. Flaps full travel, and then check takeoff. So we'll go full flaps. Looks good. Back to takeoff. So there's only 3 settings in this. There's up, there's takeoff, and there's landing. For flaps. Altimeter is set 29.92. It's about 150, which looks right. Altimeter is set. Standby horizon right here. Check. Transponder. We're gonna make sure that's squawking 1200. Engine temperature is checked. We're doing well. Parking brake release. We're gonna taxi out. Check the brakes on the way out. Excuse me. Flight instruments. We'll check those. I have to do some spelling here, but I did make this last night, so I can just go back in there and fix the spelling. So excuse the T missing in instruments. And fuel pumps. Check that they're off. They are off. All right. Good. Let's go do the run. We're gonna do runway 24. So here we go. And clear on the right, clear on the left. We're gonna go slightly to the right and around this ground crew guy here. But the default DA40, not so good. With the mod, way better. That's the way I'm playing it with the hours I've put into trying it out here. But this is gonna be a, hey, let's really try to work on this plane and get used to it, because I'm really starting to dig it, honestly. So, coffee, courtesy of the wife, by the way. Amazing job. Thank you so much. She actually went out in the snow because we had to get groceries, and she got me a coffee at the same time. So, all right, runway 24. Someone seems to be right in front of us. Taking it like that might be someone on VATSIM. Let's double check my radio here. Plymouth traffic, Cessna 9 Echo Fox, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, correction. Taxiing to runway 24 via Echo Plymouth. Alright, if that person is not there, it might be real world traffic too, because I kind of leave everything on for people that might want to fly with me and not be on VATSIM. Nick, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you. Man, it took forever to get this simulator working right today. I don't know what it is, but someone's in front of me. If that's one of you guys, let me know, because I have no clue. And it looks like it's a Diamond 40 too. I don't know, but I'm going to have to just chance it and go through it like that's not there. So we're going to do that. I called out, I didn't hear anyone on the radio. So just pretend that plane's not there. We're going to keep going. Take this checklist off too, just for a little while. Okay, left. Look before I cross this runway. Clear on the left. I would love to fly one of these in real life, though. It seems like a pretty nice plane. I heard they don't do well in turbulence, though. Plymouth traffic says Diamond Echo 9er. Diamond 9er Echo Foxtrot crossing runway 1533 on the ground. Plymouth at Echo. Can't talk anymore. Oh, sweet. Let me know how that goes. Isn't that right? Like right near the airport down there? kind of remember having scenery from Prepared, and they had like the track there right outside the airport. They even had sounds, like you could hear the race cars going. Oh, just what VFR at Stewart, according to according to Sky Vector, actually. Scattered at 500, broken at 5,000. Not too shabby. Yep. I remember having that scenery Prepared, but I lost that whole Prepared installation when I had to reinstall Windows. So that was about 3 months ago. It was a big pain because I had like years of scenery installed, and I reinstalled Prepared version 5.1, I think is the newest one. So I reinstalled that, but I never really got around to putting the scenery back in. It's way easier on Microsoft Flight Simulator because I thought today I might have to reinstall this, but I didn't have to. Something messed up. But and JetPilot Cinnamon, I have another setting that you might want to try to make it better when you stream. I'm going to share that with you on the Discord eventually, because I just found that today as I was trying to troubleshoot my problem. Alright, before takeoff, which is our run-up, parking brake set. Double check it is. It is. Very good. Seatbelt fasten, adjustable backrest upright. These are pretty nice seats, so they do recline. Rear door closed and latched. Front cam closed and latched. Door warning light off. Circuit breakers checked. Again, all this would be warnings over here. Circuit breakers one more time. Electric elevator trim checked. Takeoff set. That'd be over here, so we're good. Flight controls. I don't know how I'd feel flying with a joystick. I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool. You seem to have the communications button there on the autopilot here. Well, you know, nothing's ever an epic fail. It's you learn from it. I remember all those hours I spent getting the private. It was all about landing, and it was only because of consistency. And I think that might be part of your issue. You know, fuel valve check normal. It's not your fault, you know. Fuel valve check normal. All right, yes, we are on normal. All right, flaps check takeoff. I already did that. All right, power level idle. It is. Multifunction display, system, we're looking good. Okay, engine instruments checked. I have to spell instruments right again. All right, voter switch. This is what is inoperable in the Microsoft default, but it kind of works. We can't switch to ECB anymore, but it goes auto and ECUA. So, well, you know. Again, it's all experience. That's what you have to look at it as. That's why when I spent as much as I did on the private, I didn't feel bad. I just chucked it up to, hey, I got more hours of experience. Because if I was a person that was trying to rush the private, I would have been pretty angry at myself. I had close to 100 hours when I got my private. But again, I knew the reasons why. I have a family, kids, and consistency was a problem. But I got all those hours as credit, and I was able to do, I mean, I think I did like 500-something landings by the end of it. And now I'm greasing landings lately, so I'm not cocky, but it's been very good lately in real world. Alright, ECU test here. Press and hold the ECU button. I'm going to see AB fail on. I have a 7-year-old on board. What's up? Oh, you want to say hi? Go ahead, say hi to everyone. Hi. I don't know if they could see you. No. If I touch his head, you could see him. So, alright, feel free to come over here. Alright, so, without further ado, here, in case you get bored. Alright, he is here, my 7-year-old Zach. Alright, we'll hold down the ECU test button. This will show a fail on that. That's to test your engine control unit. The prop will cycle itself 2 times at greater than 1900. You know, you're not even seeing any of this stuff. Here we go. ECU test. That's what I'm talking about. And then it's going to be performed. So we'll hold it down. Here we go. There's your B fail. And you notice that turned off. There we go. Alright, we have to do that again. So maybe it's a little off with the mod, but it actually gives you the test, which is cool. So. That's kind of like the magneto check, if you will, because the electronic control unit is the thing that controls your fuel flow and everything. All right, ECU test performed. Pitot heat as required. We're gonna put it on because it's snowing out and cold. I'd rather not take a chance with that. Transponder code mode checked. We're squawking 1200. So, well, you know, you're allowed to have a bad day. You know, obviously that's not. How am I gonna put this? Any experience is good. If you're a little behind that day, obviously you know how to fix it, so just fix it. But it's still experience. Problems that you're paying for it. So, I don't think you suck. I think you probably had a bad day. All right, available power check. Power level max for 10 seconds. We have a break on. Here we go. Okay, check. Okay, normal range. Yeah, it's gonna kick up a little bit there. Instruments. We're gonna see the maximum power percentage, 100%. So that's how much we have. RPM stabilizers there. Okay. Load indication stabilizes at 100, so we're good. Power level idle. Checking everything, make sure everything's good here. The oil pressure, they said that was okay after you do that. So that was in the AFM manual. Default, fuel pumps on. Parking brake released. Then we're ready for takeoff. So, normal takeoff. First off, if there's a problem on the run, if there's a problem on the takeoff and there's still enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort takeoff, land directly on the runway. If we're under 850 feet, there's a problem, mechanical emergency, or otherwise, we'll land directly, have no more than 30-degree turns. Best glide speed in this is 88. No, it's not. Where is it? This is the step we're trying to get down. 88. I was correct. Wow. How about that? If we're above 850 feet and there's a problem, mechanical emergency, or otherwise, we'll take a turn to the right and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed again is 88. Transponder as required. Power level will be max. Elevate neutral. Rudder will rotate, and there's different rotation speeds here based on weight. We're just going to go maximum. So we'll rotate at 67, and then the initial climb after that is 72. And then you retract the flaps, and you want to climb at 88. Also, see above a safe height, that's what they mean. So we're going to rotate 67, climb at 72. Once we're above a safe height, I'm going to keep the landing light on. I don't agree with that. Fuel pumps will go off and reduce the power to 92% or max 2100 RPMs. Those are the things we have to pay attention to. So without further ado, that's what we'll do. Parking brake off. Let's go to the runway. No. Simulator's great for certain things, whatever you can do, you know. So, see what happens. I guess my kids never play in the snow that long. But, again, I was kind of busy with all this stuff trying to get it up. Alright, no one on downwind, no one on base, no one on final, no one on crosswind. The great thing about the Diamond, again, is that look at all this visibility here. That's amazing. Alright, we're also going to set a time. I'm not sure how accurate it's going to be, but I did have a flight log. As you can see right there. And Jet Pilot Sentiment, thank you for hosting.
You need anything, you
Turn that off so you can see it. And here we go.
Service? Yeah, that's not included on this flight. Did you pay the extra fee?
Plymouth traffic. Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 24, departure to the southwest, Plymouth. Alright. I never did get a radio check, but hope it's working. It says transmitting, so we'll go with it. Yeah, we'll just go. I was gonna say maybe I should get a Boston approach on there, but I'll get them in a second when I request flight following. Alright. It's kind of hard to see the runway here in the taxiways. But here we go. Okay, again, 67, 72. Once safe height, retract flaps. Fuel pump off, 92% power, climb at 88. Here we go. It's a lot of steps here, you know. That's why I'm doing this flight. And getting to go to New York at the same time, so. Rotate. 72. I at least want to be 500 feet before I say we're good here, so we'll keep it there. Again, the max at 100% load, I think, is 10 minutes, and then you start really doing a job on the engine, so don't want to be doing that. Oh, you know, man, like I said, you can't rush everything. All right, flaps up, 92%, fuel pump off. Come on, turn it off. There you go. Right down to 92%. I find this to be a little weird, but it is what it is. 92%, 88. Can't rush your brain into learning things. It's got to become second nature, kind of like taking off in the Diamond 40 and understanding everything has to go on. All right, so the ceiling of this is supposedly supposed to be 8,000-ish, so I should be okay. Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. Okay, we had private is definitely not as demanding as the instrument.
Dun, dun, dun.
What I'm hearing. Oh!
I am Captain Chaos.
Good fixins on the scene. By the way, those should cost you nothing now because you're a moderator. So. But alright, this is also kind of weird that I'm out here. Oh, 2.4-ish. So let's turn on course here. For my calculations, by the way, I said I was going to have a heading with 274. So let's turn that way now. We'll have the GPS to help us out here, but actually that does make sense. Wait, our first checkpoint was Taunton. Supposed to be there in 15 minutes. Again, not going to be perfect because that was real world weather, and we don't have that today because real world weather would be terrible. Right now in Plymouth, it says it's at 3/4 square mile visibility, broken at 400, overcast at 800, so there's no way I was going to fly in that VFR. And even this is going to be pretty bad, but we're going to go with it anyways. Okay, we'll trim up to try to... you know, I kind of loaded in weather myself, even though I wanted to make it snowy still. So I had the cloud layer at 8,000. We're going to be at 6,500, which should leave me enough room. But I didn't know about visibility. I didn't really look at that. But that was the real world weather I was talking about, and that's why we're not flying in there. Because I'd have to cheat an awful lot to do that. Alright, let me set this up. This wasn't working for me last night at one point, so I'm not trusting the autopilot, but I like to set it up just in case anyways. I'm going to try flying by hand for a while, and we'll go from there. I also forgot to set my stopwatch, but let's get a nighttime background here too. There you go. Nighttime in Diamond 40. Let's look outside. Yeah, you know, could be better. It's definitely not weather I'd probably be out in real life, but we're alright either way. Still be legal. Smart, that's another thing. I set the climb rate on this again after reading over the AFM would be about 800 feet per minute. So that's what I calculated with my times here. We'll see what happens on that one. And check out the electronic flight back to show you where I'm at here. We're going to head towards Taunton, which is the closest general aviation airport. In real life for me, it's just that Plymouth has a flight school and Taunton does not. Taunton's actually, again, pretty badly run from what I'm understanding, so I don't even know if I'd go there if I bought a plane. But I'd like to, because it's close. It's like a 15-20 minute drive. So I actually biked there one time too, 25 miles on a bike, and that took me like a little over 2 hours to go back and forth, something like that, two something. But it's a nice little airport, and it's historic. we'll see what damage we can do. Alright, let me see if I can find that article there. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, check this out and see if this would help you at all with your streaming here. I'm going to give you a link. Oh, that didn't really go, did it? No. Alright, give me a second here. So Jet Pilot Cinnamon, check that link out, because I don't know if it's helping me or not, but it's supposed to make it so that your graphics card does more of the choices rather than Windows 10. And yeah, that's all. Kind of reminds me when I did music editing, I had to spend a little extra time on piano because I didn't pass the last 2 songs I had to play, and then I did. And I hated practicing piano. So I just left it right above where it says Streamlabs. Check that out. It's called Hardware Accelerated GPU Scheduling. And I'm testing that out tonight as well. So, alright, I'm going to send it right now. That one right there. See if that improves your performance at all or not. Because, I don't know. On mine, my webcam, seeing that this uses a 3D card, I have both my Intel and my 2080 working, but this is running off the Intel only, and everything else is running off the 2080. So, alrighty then. So, I'm gonna have to adjust these ties, but we'll see if my flight planning's good on this diamond here. I should have probably also gotten Boston approach here. So let's do that as well.
Kilo Papa Yankee.
133.00. I just thought about you when I saw that setting. I was like, oh, we should try that out.
Blue 238, maintain 210 knots or less, contact tower 128.8.
10 or less over the tower, just at 230.
Boston approach, November 489 Echo Foxtrot.
Number 489 Echo Foxtrot, Boston approach, go ahead.
Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, about 5 miles west of Kilo Tango Alpha November, requesting flight following at 6,000 feet.
Diamond 489 Echo Foxtrot, Boston approach, squawk 3457.
Yep. Back. Uh-oh. 3457 for 9 Echo Foxtrot. Yeah, then we go off course, but that's cool. Alright, trimming down. And the recommended load percentage that they like to have on this plane after we get to up speed here is 75%, believe it or not. 2,100 is like maximum RPM, so we don't want to go above that. But you can stay at 92%.
Diamond 489er Echo Foxtrot, radar contact position as reported, altitude indicates 6,600. And I'm going to have a handoff for you here shortly to Boston Center.
Roger, 9 Echo Foxtrot. Alright, let's kick it back to 75.
Number 647 Yankee Zulu, clear in the Boston class Bravo via proceed direct Boston, maintain VFR at 2,500.
Alright, cleared into the class Bravo, direct Boston, and maintain VFR at 2,500, 707 Yankee Zulu.
Number 489er Echo Foxtrot, contact Boston Center 134.7 for flight following. Have a good day.
Over to center for 9 Echo Foxtrot, thank you.
Area 8703, depart wounds heading
To arrival, and that's
Okay, Mike, here's where I try to make you proud. Not with you.
by Goshi.
It's not via Goshi, so don't worry about the approach. So the arrival starting at Papa Oscar November Charlie Tango Ponset, and then no via for the approach.
20, 30, 37.
Okay, so arrival is starting at Punk. And
I don't know about this visibility, but we're just going to go with it.
The Cape until arrival.
And no via for the ILS approach.
Okay, we should be at North Central in about 12 minutes.
JetBlue 323, wind 2105, runway 15, clear to land.
Runway 15, clear to land, JetBlue 323, thanks.
Carry 8703, contact Boston approach 133.0.
I was gonna get
Number 64056, wind 3309, and runway 1, clear to land.
Clear line runway 1, and I've got the localizer 056.
Papa Juliet, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 5,000.
Pilot's discretion down to 5, Papa J, thanks sir.
Boston Center, Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, VFR 6,500.
Diamond 489
Did
Echo
it.
Foxtrot, Boston Center, hello, Providence, altimeter 2973.
Okay, 2973. I'm gonna do that for him so that way I'm at the right setting here. Thing kind of gets in the way there. All right, there we go. So trim up.
Western 93, turn right heading 280.
Turn right heading 280, Western 93.
Mike, I did
Sorry
it for you,
the
bud.
tour, but
I
this
made
will
you
get
proud,
back on
hopefully.
course.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
did not say the dreaded words with you.
Boston
I
Center,
tried.
Ryanair
I'm
170.
learning.
Ryanair 170, go.
Would it help you guys, traffic-wise if we just descended via the Star?
No. You're going to be outside my airspace anyway, so it's outside of my authority.
All right, so
All
we
right,
just got
thanks.
out of Totten's area. We're getting towards Providence right now. And we seem to be on course and everything, so this is good. Let's see if it lines up with total flight time of 20 minutes when I hit North Central, which is north of Providence right there. I actually flew there last week in real life. It's my original hometown airport as a kid, and it was kind of cool to actually go there, you know. But that's where we're heading. All right.
Boston Center, American Airlines 32 across Herbie at 8,500.
Not the best
American
visibility, but it
32.
works. It's probably legal still. Definitely near the clouds, but we're at least 1,000 feet below them. And again, it's forced VFR weather. So yeah, I could get away with that. Again, is it safe? I don't know. At least at night you have lights to look for, you know. Right, maneuvering speed is like 113, but I don't mind being at 120. And let's see, what's my ground speed here? 122. It's not too
Western
shabby.
93, clear direct to Gons. Golf, Oscar, November,
It's supposed to
Zulu.
be a little bit faster than
Direct gone,
172
Western
here.
93.
172 has about 110
And
true
Boston
airspeed.
JetBlue 323, off runway 15,
Diamond,
Borough
can I
Atlantic,
average it out
116,
about
have a great
126? So
So 323, no problem. Alpha to the gate. Have a nice day.
I'm gonna be over class
Albert
Charlie
Gate, we'll
airspace
talk
here in a
to you
second.
so we can go back to Boston, I think.
Sounds good.
Am should be at.
Boston Center, was that
Sullivan.
Golf,
Is it
Oscar,
Sullivan?
November,
I keep
Zulu,
forgetting the name of the
Western
airport. Oh
93?
my god, this is
Hey,
terrible.
Bernard, you got it.
Stewart International
Alright,
in
Western
about
93.
a little over an hour, so that's not too shabby either.
Hotel Bravo Echo November Alpha. Actually, stand by one second. Number 176 Charlie Romeo. Descend and maintain 3,000. 3,000 for the first station 6 Charlie.
Alright. I'll check this checklist out. Cruise climb, 88 knots. I already did that. Yep.
American 47 Tango. Contact
Sir.
Toronto
Up.
Center
Double check that power
125.77. Have a good day.
92. Trim is required and fuel transfer. So over here, the left tank's your main, and the
American
right's an
47 Tango.
auxiliary
Toronto
tank.
Center 125.77.
So when the left goes down, you hit this fuel transfer button, and then it'll make the left tank fill up, and the right one will go down. You want to balance it out. And the biggest difference you can have is 9 gallons between tanks. So that's huge, but I try to keep an eye on it here and there. Usually we'd set a timer in the real world to double check that, like every 15 minutes, half an hour, but... Oh, cool. Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Nick.
Number 176 Charlie Romeo. Turn right heading
Look forward
030. Join the
to
localizer.
sacking
Right,
people
030.
free.
Join localizer first.
And also helping out, so...
Western 93.
Thank
Descend and
you.
maintain for level
Honored.
320.
Send maintain flow 320. Western 96.
Boston Center, Cafe
Okay, bring
182
this
with you.
load down to
That's
about
at
70.
1870 Boston Center. Good evening. I will need to change
cautionary
your arrival.
range there.
Just let me know when you're ready to copy.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Number 176 Charlie Romeo, 3 miles from Penna, maintain 3000 until established on a localizer, cleared ILS, runway 6 approach.
3000 still established, clear for the ILS, runway 6, for citation 6 Charlie.
Ryanair 170, contact, crushing contact Toronto Center, 125.77, good night.
Over to Toronto Center, 2577.
But
See ya.
we are
See ya. November
about to
64056,
go over
welcome to Albany,
Providence
left
here,
turn
so stay
enabled.
outside.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha, cross runway 1. Crushing cross runway 1 is 0.
I believe that would be Providence.
Left turn on
out there in the
Alpha, cross
distance.
runway 1 and 0.
Main city would be over here.
056, wings at for 4 is good to go.
Alright, thanks man, appreciate the help.
Runner
Comparable
176
to
Charlie
97.
Romeo,
I have
wind
enough
02
visibility to
at
see
8, runway
down,
6
so.
for the land.
Runway 6 cleared land for citation 6 Charlie.
Cathay 1870, clear deck to Kingston, India Golf November, and then the Kingston 1 arrival.
Kingston 1 arrival, Cafe 1870.
Southwest 814, fighting 060 to set maintain 5000, Vectors ILS Yankee, runway 15 approach.
Pretty nice scenery below.
060 down to 5000, Southwest 814. Can we get the altimeter again for Bangor, please?
2992.
I will
That's
say
lovely,
that
2992
Stewart
having
International
that in the dial.
on
Southwest
the
814.
default scenery looks pretty
American
good.
32 Boston Center, climb and maintain
Can you confirm it's still
16000.
4 left at JFK?
Sorry, blocked. American 32 Boston Center, climb and maintain 16000.
All right, let's do some shout-outs here as well.
American 32 Boston.
Sorry, say again, American 32.
Also, Nick.
American 32 Boston Center, climb and maintain 16000.
16000, American 32.
Hotel
Oh,
Bravo
I
Echo
thought
November
we were-
Alpha,
sorry, I forgot my-
fly heading 250 and maintain 250
Oh
knots.
boy. I can't type and fly at the same time.
Roger, flying heading 250 and maintaining 250 knots, up to November Alpha.
All right,
I'm sorry,
so,
does someone else have a question?
oh come on, it wasn't
Cafe
that bad.
1870. Just a bit confused, sir. I've
Wasn't
got
that
ILS
bad.
04 left for JFK. I haven't got that arrival in my FMC, mate.
The Kingston 1 India Golf November 1.
Negative, I haven't got it in there.
Okay, Cathay 1870, then just go direct to Kingston VOR India Golf November and then expect vectors from there.
Okay, go direct to Kingston VFR and expect vectors from there.
Oh boy.
Westhead 93, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, what's the night? Boston Center, 211
Wow.
Lima Alpha with you, flight level
This is going to be the good
Number
fixing
211 Lima
show.
Alpha Boston Center,
This is gonna
climb and
turn
maintain
into.
below 210.
Climb maintain flight level 210, 211 Lima Alpha.
Hotel Bravo Echo November Alpha, fly heading 220.
Left to 220,
So far, the
up to
plane,
November Alpha.
it's comfortable. It's very light, very easy on the controls
Boston
here.
Center, citation
Doesn't take much.
64056.
Very easy to
Do I need to
fly.
cancel my
Very
flight plan, or do you
responsive.
do that?
When you
And,
land at a towered airport, the IFR cancellation is
The
automatic.
big thing I found,
Automatic,
at
thank
least,
you.
is the gallons per hour. Look at that. I'm at cruise right now.
Number 211
6
Lima Alpha,
gallons
clear
per
direct
hour.
Roebuck.
That's about 2 gallons
Clear direct
less
Roebuck,
than
211
the
Lima Alpha.
172.
Hotel
So this
Bravo
thing
Echo November
sips
Alpha,
fuel.
descend to maintain 1 at 2000, altimeter 2984.
Sipping the fuel out of the engines here.
Roger, descending to
Again, everything is controlled by the ECU
sorry,
here.
12000 and altimeter 29.84, Hotel November Alpha.
Yeah, gotta stay on course.
Citation 617 Mike 0 with you, passing 14,000, 17,000.
617
cool.
Mike 0 Boston
Well,
Center, hello, climb
all right.
and maintain, flight level 210.
I'm maintaining flight level 210.
I shall make
Mike
you a
0.
mod as well, as long as I can do that. I think I might have one more spot left. I'm not sure how many they give you, but we'll try. There you go. So congratulations, I've now made you a mod. You stick around. Obviously, you had enough streams
Southwest
to do that, so you earned it, bud.
814, Charlotte heading 030.
Left 030, Southwest 814.
All right, we're
Westhead
about
93, contact
about an hour
Toronto
out.
Center,
121 knots ground speed,
125.77. Have a
not
good
too
night.
bad.
125.77.
And North Central would be right out there. It's kind of hard to see though, the weather. And I got about 18 minutes flight time, so it's actually a little quicker than what I planned. But again, I'm not using real world weather that I base my planning off of. So this is how we do it. erase that. 18. So we should be at Danielson in about 28 minutes till flight time. 35.
Delta Bravo Echo November Alpha. I just had to vector you to descend, so it's going to be one quick 360. Turn left heading 090.
Alright, so again, I can't tell if it's totally accurate.
Roger, turning left
right now.
heading 090.
But we'll keep testing things out with Diamond 40 here.
Boston Center, FedEx 1329, climbing past 13,000 for 210.
So,
Number 176 Charlie Romeo, welcome to
as far
Bradley.
as
Contact
traffic,
ground point 9. Have a good day.
Ground point 9.
Let's take a look at that.
FedEx 1329 Boston Center, hello, squawk
we're over here.
4704.
We have Southwest
4704.
Not a Providence there.
United 23 leaving by airspace, Moncton's closed, radar service terminated,
Got a lot
frequency
of
change
traffic
approved.
going
Have a
to
good day.
Boston.
Over to Unicom. Any chance Boston taking visiting controllers?
End of March, potentially.
All right, thanks for letting me know. United 23, have a great one.
All right, now,
Take care.
I'm
Southwest
still
814,
wondering,
descend and maintain
what happened to my
3000.
screen there? That was weird.
Down to 3,000, Southwest
Give me a
814.
second. Okay. So why didn't that work? Okay, there it is.
Boston Center, again after
Right over here over
607.
Providence. And our next check.
South 607 Boston Center, good evening. FedEx 1329, radar contact 20 miles southwest of Merritt, climb and maintain pedal with 21 and 0 and maintain 260 knots for space night.
20 and do 260 knots.
Which I am not.
Delta Bravo
so
Echo
I
November
don't know
Alpha,
how
turn
to
left
do it
heading
either.
360.
No clue. So I'll have to try
Left
to email
360,
somebody.
Hotel November Alpha.
See if
Number 617 Mike Sierra, clear direct
it's
Roebuck.
on there. But all right,
Rook Roebuck, 7 Mike Sierra.
back to the main.
Number 211 Lima Alpha, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2978.
Jet policy, we're going to have to. Oh, no, you didn't guilt me.
You're on.
No, not at all. Besides, you can do all that stuff that Good Fixins does. You know.
Boston, good evening, JetBlue 1503, Bradley, Charlie, short term service.
You didn't guilt me at all, man. You're here like almost every single stream. Why wouldn't
Good
I?
evening,
You know?
wind 0208, runway 6 clear for takeoff.
Couple
Alrighty.
takeoff service 6, JetBlue 1503.
So we're clipping a pretty good rate here. All right, Good Fixins. Have a great dinner.
Singapore
I'll try to have a great flight. It's going well so
363,
far.
descend and maintain level 190.
Well, thank you.
Gonna imagine what I answer for
Hotel Bravo Echo November Alpha, turn left heading 270.
Left 270, Hotel November Alpha.
November 978 Papa Juliet, cross Fonlu at
Man,
or
Jet is all
above
over this, huh?
4,000, cleared RNAV runway 4 approach.
Excellent. Formula at above, at or above 4,000, cleared for the RNAV 04 Papa J.
Number 564 Tango Golf, for your planning purposes, expect the RNAV runway 6 approach at the Vineyard.
Besides, you're still a student in college.
There aren't
You have
6
tons
inches, we
of
get the
free time.
ILS 2 port because of the weather.
If you're good with the 20 knot tailwind.
Boston again at 7606, passing flight level 320, flight level 350 en route Jossie.
Okay, 7606 Boston Center Rudder.
Alrighty then. So, I'm also going to get fantastic up on my web browser. Just like to have it to see who's live and stuff. Looks
Number
like
564 Tango Golf, you still good with that, or what do you want again?
Alright, we'll expect the 6 for now. We'll get back to you on that for Tango.
looks like we should have control all the way in there to Stewart. So, good.
Number 617 Mike Sierra,
Ah, you don't
for
owe me anything.
spacing, maintain 300 knots or greater.
Just like the sport
300 or
people.
greater, 7 Mike Sierra. Center November 250, Charlie Alpha.
All right.
Hotel Bravo Echo November Alpha, clear direct to Charlie, and rejoin. Actually, never mind. Hotel Bravo Echo
All right,
November
we'll
Alpha,
figure it out, man.
just
Like I said,
landing 270,
COVID's going to be the biggest issue with
Roger.
my family.
Continuing 2770,
And hopefully
Hotel November
it'll
Alpha.
die down again. I was flying passengers during the summer. Of course, we were all wearing masks. I'm overprotective like that because just have to
Boston
be.
JetBlue 1532,
And,
1800.
We'll definitely try the summer. Same thing with Mike.
JetBlue
We gotta try to
1503, thank you, radar
set up the
contact.
Skyline
Turn
route
left
here.
direct
I'm
to
gonna
Pauling,
probably have
Papa
enough
Whiskey
money
Lima,
because
climb and maintain
I always
10
store some
south.
money away for flying.
I'm just over Poland.
And I'm still going to have the
JetBlue
YouTube income
1503.
coming in and stuff, so.
Singapore 363, clear direct to Lendy and
Biggest thing
maintain
is I'm saving up
250 knots.
in a plane fund, so.
250 knots direct landing is unfortunately.
Oh, we'll figure that out when we get there, you know? So,
Boston.
For me, it's going to be the cross-country hours. And hopefully I'm starting my instrument training this summer too, but like, you know, again, everything on my Eric DIY YouTube channel pays for it, so don't feel like I'm using my
Southwest 814,
money
we're
for
heading
my
1
job
and
as
20,
much.
join the
So
localizer.
we made it happen. So
Right, 120 to
reason.
join the localizer, Southwest 814.
But I've been
Hey, Transit
jonesing for a
730
bigger,
Boston Center,
longer
good evening,
trip.
squawk
So, and I feel pretty good
4735.
about it because I've been as far as Hartford, which isn't
Walking
that far out.
4735, Air
you know.
Transit 730.
So.
Hotel Bravo Echo November Alpha, contact New York approach 128.12.
I'll tell you what you can do, Nick, and this is all dependent on when you get
New York
you know,
approach
playing that.
128.
Just take me for a ride with the
decimal
G1000.
Hotel November Alpha.
You control it.
Thank you
I'm
very
not
much
touching
for
it.
your
I just
help.
want to see it in action.
Take care. JetBlue 1503, climb and maintain pedal with 220.
I've never been in a glass cockpit plane yet, so
United
that'd be an
8112,
experience
contact
right
Boston
there.
approach 133.0. Have a good day.
Boston approach 133.0, United 8112.
All right,
Thanks
so
and goodbye.
about to cross into Connecticut
Goodbye,
right
Singapore
now.
363,
I know you
contact
can't
New
see
York
much, just
Center,
decided to go
New York
real
approach
time here, but
128.12. Have a good day.
we are right on the border there, and Danielson's coming up on our right, which is going to be our next checkpoint. So
Number 252, fly Alpha, boss.
we'll be able to see it hopefully with the lights. So follow this road in there, you're going to go to Danielson,
Number
Connecticut.
252, fly Alpha, Roger. I'm assuming you want flight following.
If it will, please.
What's your aircraft type?
Cessna 172.
Number 252, Charlie Alpha, squawk 4742, advise way to
This
taxi.
is what it is for the weather that's loaded, I believe. But I have to set my pressure to this for
Boston Center, Canada
so that way I
7606.
look
Okay,
like
we
I'm
step
at
away
the
for 5-10
right
minutes.
level. So yeah, no pressure on
Air Canada
that. 'cause
7606, I'm
I
sorry,
don't
say
make
one more
the
time.
rules on that plane.
Okay, we step away
It's the
for
people
5-10
paying
minutes.
for it
Bob.
that make the rules. So I don't want you to
Covered.
feel like you're obligated to do that. But
Southwest 814, just set to maintain 2,300.
this summer I might try to do
2300
something.
Southwest
It
814.
depends how much money I have saved
Number
up.
978 Juliet Papa, course
I'm
number
gonna
978
try to
Papa,
get in the
Juliet,
Piper
report
Warrior
IFR
just to get
cancellation
going with
in
that
the air
as well.
or on the ground on this
But
frequency
the instrument
change
rating is
supervisor
really what I'm going to
procedure.
be after. if I
Excellent,
can
roll
make that
call.
happen
Don't
this
comply,
summer.
Papa Juliet, roll call.
And there's no rush on that
Number
for me.
211 Lima Alpha, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good day.
3.0 for 211 Lima.
But that will probably be as
Delta
far as I
607
go
to
for
set a maintain
training
pedal with
for quite a
230.
while after the instrument.
Set
So.
230, Delta 607.
Air Canada 32 to set a maintain pedal with 320.
But I do have to work on the Eric DIY channel because I have more videos to make, and
To set a
little time to
maintain
do
pedal
it
with
in.
320.
that would make me even more income because that's again the YouTube channel that makes the money to fly. So
I need that right back. Descend and maintain pedal with 320.
that's what people said. They said if you like the 150, 172, just try out the Warrior. And it's not like but I was told to
Because we're
try it
required
out.
to when you go over the Cleveland
So that's
border.
Danielson right out there on the
right.
right. So that is our checkpoint. I have a total flight time of
Number
about 27 minutes.
252 Charlie Alpha.
I said 28,
Let's
so it's
see
a little
runway
faster than what I
23,
got.
taxi via Golf, cross runway 33.
Okay.
Golf, or 23 via Gulf Cross 33 for 2 Charlie Alpha.
Actually, 2 Charlie Alpha, looks like the winds there is
6.
different. Do you want runway 5 instead?
We're simulating calm wind, so we can take 23.
Wait, let's do 23 then.
Alright, not too
Boston
far.
or Delta 607.
Delta
12.
1503, climb and maintain pedal with 360.
Alright, I updated my times here.
Delta
Again, I'm going to have to
607,
take a
guys.
flight with
the three-
real
with the K3
VFR
correct.
conditions and really test if I got
23,
my planning
yeah.
right. So
Alright, Roger.
yeah,
Delta
that's what I've
617
heard
Mike Sierra,
too.
descend via the
So-
Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4
I like
right,
to start with
Boston
the Piper
altimeter
Warrior
2978.
because again, I don't take many
Down by the
passengers.
Roebuck 3 arrival,
Right
runway
now,
4
I
right,
got a lot of
citation
them
7 Mike
lined
Sierra.
up to go. It's just
So
that we
just
won't
Mike
do
Sierra,
it
thank you.
during
Keep the
COVID.
speed up. Resume the published
So-
speeds at Roebuck.
Okay, we'll keep the speed up as fast as we can, and then publish speeds at Roebuck, citation 7 Mike Sierra.
There we go.
So the 814,
Alright.
3 miles from UMaine, cleared ILS Yankee, runway 15
So I
approach.
should be at
Clear
Wyndham
for the ILS
Airport,
Yankee
which is
15
an
approach,
airport I've done
Southwest
in real life
814.
in about
Transit
7
730,
minutes
radar
or so.
contact 75 miles west of Millinocket, Mike Lima Tango, maintain pedal with
Kilo
290.
India Juliet Delta. And I don't know what's going on with that thing, but something reconnected. You know what it is?
Transit
It's my little
730,
keyboard I
radar
have to go to
contact,
BIOS
maintain pedal
with.
with
Okay.
290.
Maintaining flight level 290, air transit 730.
Delta 782, Boston Center, you're on frequency.
But this Diamond 40, I'm kind of impressed with it now. That mod helped a lot. So it says it has a range of 900 something miles.
FedEx 1329
that's when you have the fuel flow to like 4 gallons an hour or something like that. I was like checking in on it online. So I don't know if I'd ever go that slow. That's economy saving.
Can we get the runway and the altimeter again, please, for FedEx 1329?
But it still sips.
Runway
6
4
gallons
right
an hour, and I'm
altimeter
going faster than it says
2978.
172.
49 altimeter 2978 for FedEx 1329.
But I keep looking at planes online, potential buys. I'm not ready to buy because I don't have enough for down payment.
Maintain
But,
200.
they have a nice 172N out of Southbridge, Massachusetts.
American 32.
Now, see, I
Can
get
you go direct to
expecting stuff.
Valerie?
It's like
Victor Alpha Lima Romeo Echo.
$58,000, which I thought was a great price, but then you gotta wonder, well, what's wrong with it? The electronics, there's nothing spiffy about it, and it's actually a survey plane, so they actually have like a camera photo cut
Canada
out
32
somewhere in the
contact.
plane.
Cleveland person contact Toronto Center 125.77.
But, that one didn't look bad. Honestly, I would like to have a plane that would have like at least a GNS, maybe 400 series in it, you know, something like that. But it's not a deal.
I think when you asked, you actually blocked your handoff. So contact Toronto on 125.77.
But I've also been checking up what the problems are typically with the 172Ns.
Number 617 Mike Sierra, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
Oh, no, don't worry about it, man. You deserve it. No, you don't feel bad at all, man. You're here like every single stream.
Add and maintain,
so you earned it.
240.
Send a good fixins. The Santa Good Jet Pilot Cinnamon, you're all mods because you
Southwest
hear
814,
a lot,
wind 083 runway 15, clear to land.
15, clear to land, Southwest 814.
Turkish 1, cross straight, Tango, Romeo, Alpha,
right,
India, Tango, add and maintain, level 240.
And of course, we'll have to do this flight daytime, like I would in real world.
Bradley, altimeter 2982.
Roger, 9 Echo Foxtrot. I didn't have to really say anything, but I like to say a Roger on those. Just let them know I'm still with them. I said with them, but I didn't say it on the radio.
Boston Center, it's going to be a full route clearance. Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, no, don't, dude, you're here very often. Very often. See, you've earned it, so stop worrying about it.
201, 21 at descent.
Well, that comes first. Remember that. Just like my family has to come first.
Turkish 1 Heavy, when you get a crossing restriction in the U.S., you can descend when ready.
Boston or FedEx, Delta 607, can we descend for the Robot 3?
Delta 607, sure, descend via the Robot 3 arrival.
We're not going to see much out here. It's
right,
very
Boston, altimeter 2978.
rural with a couple cities here and there in between, so.
Alright, descend via the Robot 3, arrival 4 right transition, and then 283, thanks.
Alright, 34 minutes total to Wyndham. Take a look here at the EFB.
And Boston, sorry about that.
Right about there, so. Very good.
It should be 325 going back to Boston, and we're ready for the full route.
7375, Roger. Then refile what you had initially.
34 minutes going over there.
Because you changed call signs, we lost everything.
If I had real world Windsor Loft in there, so.
Alright, here it goes.
Number 617, Mike Sierra, contact Boston, approach 133.0. Have a good night.
Not that bad.
Southwest 814, welcome to Bangor, left turn when able, Alpha to the ramp, have a good night.
And that's about right.
Left able, Alpha to the ramp, thanks for the services, Southwest 814.
Cathay 1870, just need to vector you for traffic, turn left heading 090. Cathay 1870, vectors for traffic, turn left heading 090.
What a nice plane to fly. Again, it's went a little over my head at first, but when you read the AFM and you get all that stuff going on like any plane, it becomes a lot more easier to handle and know what everything is. So, all right. Notice that we haven't touched the fuel pump yet,
Turkish
so I don't know
yes, once again,
if it's just because I'm burning 6
crossing
and it's
restriction
not
in the
moving
United
much,
States, you can descend when ready.
but this should be moving.
Okay, thanks
So I don't know.
FedEx 1329, contact Boston approach 133.0. Have a good night.
I thought it'd be burning more fuel than that, so.
Boston Center, good evening, United 720
But
with you.
the ECU will control this too.
Up to 14,
Where
United 7120 Boston Center, climb and maintain.
if you just leave it on and it goes full, it stops the pump from I'm working.
Boston Center, good
Refills it as
evening.
needed, so.
Jet 83.
Not that you want to leave that on the whole time, but you could if you wanted to. Be safe.
Cathay 1870, are you
And
there?
the emergency fuel is to
Yeah,
pump
go ahead,
right
sir.
from the right.
Cathay 1874 traffic.
Auxiliary tank if you
Actually,
have a problem.
never mind, you're fine
Let's
now.
get whatever's
Cathay 1870 turn right,
So,
right turn heading 230.
That's what I read at least.
Right,
But
heading
you wouldn't know half the
230,
stuff unless you're the
Cathay
AFM,
1870.
so.
FedEx 1329,
Alright, that is
I see you
Wyndham.
going off course. Flighting
Now, that
3.
Willimantic, excuse me.
Actually,
Willimantic,
just flighting
Connecticut.
090. We're going to back to you the
Wyndham
rest of the way. Flighting
Right
090,
below
110.
us. Right there. Can't see much there. It's a nice diner I want to go to someday once again COVID allows us. I'll take an e-bike out here. It's right down the road. Order some takeout. Be a good time. But that was a nice airport to land at too. And all these videos are on the Air Flight YouTube channel, so if you ever want to check that out, you can. Still working on at least 4 of them, I think. But the next
Delta
one is
127 Boston Center.
started lining it up. Let me see what the next one is.
Hold on 1 second here.
The next one will be going to Keene, New Hampshire and back. That's the next video I will be
Delta
releasing.
127 Squawk 4733.
And who knows? We have a snow day over here. They cancel school, which I doubt. I think it's going to be a remote
252
learning
Charlie
day.
Alpha, wind 0.
do
for
that,
Christian winds calm for you. Runway 23,
then
quick
I will
takeoff.
probably try to get that video
23,
worked
clear
on.
takeoff, 2 Charlie
So.
Alpha.
Good. All right, don't worry
Delta
about it.
782 Boston Center.
And Boston, JetBlue 325.
All right.
For you, I'm already,
So that was about 34, 35 minutes. So
JetBlue
that is
325,
correct.
rudder.
Heck, we could do that all
564
together
Tango Golf,
sometime if you
maintain
wanted to.
17,000, then you're down similar 29.
I want to go on that Skyline route, and I was going to ask Mike anyways,
17,000,
honestly. Like,
65,
yesterday you might have said,
6
hey, you know, I want to go Skyline route, but I was thinking that the whole time because I didn't want to do it by myself, and he's very
Delta
experienced at
782
it.
Boston
All right,
Center.
next checkpoint is another
230.
airport I visited in real life, Hartford. Kilo Hotel, Foxtrot Delta. Should be there in about 11
And
minutes or
Boston
so.
Center, November 97, Papa Julius, safely on the clock. Ground here at Bar Harbor. Thanks so much, sir.
201, number 9.
This was a nice airport as well. Nick, you went to Hartford too?
I'm for cancellation receipt. Have a good day.
Papa J, thanks again.
Well,
You ended up out at Hartford, right? So I remember you asked me about it.
calling.
And the hardest thing was seeing Hartford down the Connecticut River. It's on the left side, and they had a closed airport right across from it. Yeah.
That was 201. So yet again, UPS 525, Boston Center, Squawk 4751.
Yeah.
4751, UPS 525 heavy.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty
now
cool.
who
The
wants
ramp was
to
easy to
check in one
get
more
to.
time?
The tower was pretty helpful there. He's like, yo, have you been here before? I'm like, nope, I got the airport diagram. He's like, good man.
Maintain Federal 270.
So.
Boston Center, hello, FedEx 1989 17000.
Nick, if you just want to fly for fun and want a little bit of a challenge, try Chester and have Groton as a backup. Because that was a great one.
Speed 260, climb maintain level 210.
So it was a little perilous, but
American
it was
32
awesome.
to set to maintain 8,000.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
I
hard
need
to
everyone to
find
listen
because
up. I
there's
cannot
trees
keep
all around it.
repeating myself.
And then I had
American
gusts
32
to
to
like,
maintain
I think
8,000.
22 knots, and they were like right
8,000.
across. So I gave
35
myself
to
one
Toyota
go
for
around, and
radar
I was like, if
contact
I'm not going to be able to do it this time, I'm going to Groton, but I got it. That was a pretty cool
are
thing.
1,500 for
So,
2,500.
And I was inspired by the
Thank you, Bradley.
is it the Orbeck scenery, I think it was, for prepared that had Chester in it. So that was pretty cool.
Delta 607 contact.
Have a
Boston
backup
approach
though, because if it gets
133.0,
really
good night.
gusty, the runway it's basically on like a elevated cliff. The letting is not
Delta
standard,
607.
so I'd say you
Boston
only go
approach
during the day.
133.0.
And the runway is 50 feet wide. So yeah,
Boston Center, Southwest 329.
but it's a good
17,000 direct
respectful challenge. Just make sure
Southwest
that you
329,
respect the
Boston
challenge.
Center, Roger. For spacing, maintain 260 knots. Climb and maintain level 190.
If you want to see what that looks like,
260 knots, 190, Southwest 329.
JetBlue 1503, leaving my airspace. New York is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a nice day.
Thankful service, good evening, JetBlue 1503.
Cathay 1870,
But,
turn left heading 180.
Left 180, Cathay 1870.
but
180.
1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870. 1870.
Air Canada 7606 instead of maintain.
I kind of said to myself my last flight out to Hartford, I was like, I think I'm ready to go somewhere in New York. So.
Air 564 Tango Golf instead of maintain 1000.
I have a couple flights in mind. It's just the COVID kind of.
GPS 525 radar contact over FX. Cleared direct Roebuck. Descend and maintain flight level 230.
The problems with
Direct Roebuck, flight level
fun
230,
once you
UPS
get to the airport,
525
there's
heavy.
not much to do.
Delta
Yeah,
782 for spacing.
respect the challenge though. Have a backup. I had Groton as a backup.
280
So.
Delta 72.
And make sure that you maybe extend the downwind a little bit. I found that helpful too. To really get set up.
14,000 on the reverse for departure.
But if you watch the video, you'll see what I mean. You'll see the whole thing, the trees all around the airport.
240 American,
The EFB helped me obviously find the
Double
airport,
325, just give me a
once you
minute.
have it
I need to
spotted,
clean things up and I'll call you back.
Hey, no
But I also
problem.
did a
If,
short
if
field
you want us on
takeoff,
arrival,
too.
just toss to arrival and we'll send you something new.
Just give me a minute. Delta
I
127,
gotta make it up to
radar
Long Island,
contact,
too.
115
But I think I'm gonna go to
miles east of
Montauk
Slim,
first
maintain flight level
for that,
340.
so it's alright.
Maintain flight level 340, Delta 127 heavy.
Alright, total flight time of 40
for
minutes.
spacing, turn right heading 130.
Right heading 130, FedEx
Mike,
1989.
I wasn't gonna say this to you until later, but I thought we'd just do it up if I'm gonna go out there this summer, and we're gonna do it up. I thought we'd do like the Skyline, just like we did in the event, Skyline to Bayport, and I'm probably gonna let you take a chance at Bayport first,
730, leaving by airspace,
seeing that you are an experienced one, and I'll just join the ride on that one, because I have never done a
Changing en route to
real soft field landing. Obviously, I had to show up for the private, but I've never really done it. So I'd probably let
32,
you.
contact New
Oh,
York
I got an
approach
aircraft coming right at me.
120.8.
All right, can't see him. So they must be above me.
Delta 782 for spacing to Boston.
But
turn
I
right
thought
heading
we'd do Bayport together and then head back. So then I'll fuel up and be on my way home. But I might fuel up
one
twice.
Cross Calverton,
That'd be
added
awesome with you,
maintain
so.
1 and 2,000 and 250 knots.
Yep.
It's once again Charlie, 1 2000 and
Well,
250 knots.
Nick, I would like to think that you're a little bit more experienced than I am.
Maintain 1-2000, expect,
And if I could do it, again, cautiously with enough
Thank
safety
you,
in
Kennedy
there,
altimeter
you could do it too.
2984.
But my instructor didn't look too nervous.
Altimeter
He was like, oh, where'd you go today? And I was like, I went to Chester.
American 2148 for spacing,
So.
maintain 260
He's like, oh, really?
knots.
Well, yeah.
Descend and maintain
So.
flight level 230.
I can't tell if he was impressed either, so.
0 knots for American 2148.
But 2,700 feet, I did a short field takeoff out of there. And with the gust, I had to keep the speed up a
Air
little
Canada
bit.
7606
But I was
descend
able
via
to get
the
it down
J Fund at 2 arrival,
So.
runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2978.
Take a look at that video. And I'm not saying that so you watch my video. I'm saying take a look at it so you can see what it,
Expect 4
to
right,
expect.
2978 altimeter, Canada 7606.
Yeah, see, where am I at right now? I got my flight log right there. I'm like 100 total flight time.
74 Tango Golf, request direct Coke B for the RNAV 6.
168.3 hours. So that's where I'm at. Pilot command's probably about 68
Sir, 564 Tango Golf, go ahead.
of that. I
564
was right
Tango Golf,
around
request
100 when I
direct
got
Coke B on the RNAV 6.
Sir, 564 Tango Golf, okay, turn right. Heading
67.7
vectors for your descent, descend and maintain 3000.
240 for descent and
Alright,
down
let's
to
take a look outside. We're coming up on Hartford here.
Delta 782,
So
left heading
eventually we should see
090.
the city up there. Hey, nice view. How are you doing, bud? Let me know if I'm too loud on this microphone. I tried turning it down. So I look at my streams and like,
add and maintain
sound-wise, what can I do?
1000. The Burlington altimeter 2988.
kind of cloudy out there, so have to use the FB to help me on my times.
We'll just extend 36 cross at dot at 1000 feet.
But Hartford is out there in the distance.
Niner 86.
Looking for a beacon.
Got the 1870.
I think you can do it. You can be safe, have a backup plan, be ready to go around, just in case, but you have to, I think the biggest problem I was thinking, and without overthinking it, was I had to land a little bit after the numbers at most because of the short runway.
Delta
And again,
782,
you
clear
probably go with a
direct
short
Roebuck.
field landing, but I had gusts going on, so I had to keep the speed up a little bit, so.
Clear direct Roebuck.
But extend the downwind,
Cat
get a nice
1870,
setup, and you
contact
should
New
be
York
good.
approach 128.1 and 2.
And if that setup's not going right, which is what happened on my first one, just go around, don't even chance it, you know. And Groton's an excellent backup.
Runway 33 for the land.
All right, Hartford's out there. Again, that would be probably these lights out here.
128.12, have a good day.
Going to 1.3.1 to search, have a good day.
American 2148 for space.
And this is about the furthest west I've done in real life over here. So Hartford's the
130 on
furthest.
the heading, American 2148.
Southwest 329, still heading 090.
Left 090, South 329.
So.
Turkish 1, contact New York approach,
That's Hartford,
128.12.
Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it'd be a good experience.
UPS 525, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter 2978.
Descend via the Roebuck 3, runway 4 right.
All right, we're about south. I got about
29er,
44 minutes.
73,
What did I say here? I said
UPS
46. Yeah, it'll be
back.
about 46 when we
Delta
pass it,
782,
so
maintain
we'll go with that
260 knots.
time. And our next checkpoint is Waterbury, Connecticut.
FedEx 1989, cleared
City of
direct
Waterbury.
Roebuck.
And that should be in
Direct
10
Roebuck,
minutes.
FedEx 1989.
Yeah,
Southwest
well, that's why I tried to do
329,
this
cleared
earlier.
direct Roebuck.
But, all right,
Direct Roebuck,
we'll see you later, Jet
329.
Policyman. Thank you for stopping in.
American 2148, descend
We'll
maintain
keep
below
discussing the
210.
possibility of the summer here. So,
210, 1248.
because I would love to do it.
Boston Center, American 1874, climbing up to 310 over JFK.
American 1874, Boston Center, squawk 4713.
4713.
American 32,
All right.
contact New York
And
approach,
because of the Super Bowl, and
120.8.
because I got the late start due to the simulator not working, we might just have to call it after we land at
All right, JetBlue 325, got the whole thing when you're ready.
Here. So Stewart, hello. I keep calling it Sullivan.
Delta
Stewart
782, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter
But it's
2978.
been a good flight either way, so
Roebuck arrival.
got trimmed down here. If you're wondering why the altimeters are reading differently, it's because I'm going by the VATSIM
4 right.
pressure,
Alright,
and this is set to what the
Delta
simulator
782,
is,
thank you.
which is
Maintain
standard.
260
So I had
knots,
to
and
force
then resume
VFR,
the
but yet
published
still
speed
weather
at
in here.
Roebuck.
So.
260 and resume speed on the Roebuck.
So I tried to emulate what's going on in the real world, but made it VFR
Delta
enough so I
782,
could
thank you very
fly
much. And if you don't mind just starting your descent a little bit early, otherwise may have to back you back. So just if you don't mind starting your descent a little bit early.
Trimming down. Diamond 40, doing great at it. Feel a lot more
Perfect.
confident with it. Still
FedEx
have a couple more
1989,
flights to
descend
do
via the
before I
Roebuck 3
say,
arrival, runway 4 right,
really good
Boston
at it.
altimeter 2978.
Descend via the Roebuck 3, runway
So
4
this
right,
place, nice to see
altimeter
the night
2978,
lighting.
FedEx 1989.
versus the
Boston
haze.
Boston Center, good evening. Western 514, with you 13,000 for 14,000 direct shaft.
FedEx 1999, I
That
was
is
blocked.
Hartford,
Maintain
Connecticut.
260 knots, and then resume the published speeds at Roebuck.
Maintain 260,
Yeah,
resume public
I
speeds at
don't even
Roebuck,
know if
FedEx
I'm ever going to
1989.
fly to those airports.
American 2148, descend and maintain
Period.
level 190.
190, 1248.
I would like to try Logan one day, just for the heck of it,
descend via the Roebuck 3
but
arrival,
it's going to have to be
runway
very late
4
night or
right,
something
Boston altimeter
where there's not as much
2978.
traffic.
Descend via the Roebuck 3, 4 right, 2978, south of
Because
329.
obviously, and the fees are up
I
there
show you
too.
speeding up. I need you to slow down.
At least
So
$35
are you
in
doing
fees,
260?
and
I show
probably
you
more than
speeding up
that
by
when
20
you get
knots.
down there. But that's a bucket list item right there. Take the 172 and fly the Loganer. If I'm training something else.
Southwest
See what
329,
happens.
maintain 260 knots, resume the published speeds at Roebuck.
Maintain 260,
If I ever get my
resume the public speeds at
multi-engine,
Roebuck, south of
which I'm not
329.
really anticipating right
American
now, but if I ever
2148,
did
clear
that,
direct Roebuck.
that would give me
Direct
something
Roebuck,
that's a little more
148.
respectable, obviously. To go
UPS
in there.
525, contact Boston approach 133.0. Good night.
Yeah.
Over to approach 133.0.
Boston I do, but again,
thanks
you don't
for
want to go
clear,
during
UPS
peak time
525.
if you can help it.
Western 514, Boston Center, climb
Or
and
heaven
maintain
forbid
below
there's a
30.
tragedy like
Up to 300,
there
Western
was with
514.
COVID, where there's
All
not
right,
as many
JetBlue
flights.
325, here we go. You're cleared to the Boston airport via the Burlington
2-year-old on board,
Niner
everybody.
departure.
Maddie's here with me.
Radar vectors
Hi.
to Keen. Echo November.
Did you have a donut?
Direct to
Yeah, I
Gardner.
can tell.
Golf
You have
Delta
frosting all
Mike.
over your face.
Direct to J Fund.
Yeah, you do.
Juliet
You got frosting all
Foxtrot
over your
Uniform
face. Do you want to
November
watch
Delta.
some videos or something?
And then the J Fund to arrival.
Yes.
Maintain 10,000.
This is called babysitting.
Squawk 4744.
Here you go.
All right, JetBlue 325, thanks. Clear to Boston, Burlington 9 departure.
Well, I would love to, but unfortunately it only reads like a certain distance there.
Squawk 4744,
So.
JetBlue 325.
I can't, because you have to
Delta
touch
25
it,
reback
even then
is
you can
correct.
hardly
Advise
see
rate to
it.
taxi.
So,
Expect runway
you just have to go with it,
15
okay?
to Burlington altimeter 2986.
All right, we are leaving the Hartford area.
American 247, expect the ILS runway 1 approach at Albany.
We're We're over New Britain right now.
Expect the ILS runway 1. Can we just fly direct to Sarah?
Waterbury will be south of us
Nope.
right there.
November 564 Tango Golf, turn left heading 090.
0904 Tango Golf.
November 252 Charlie Alpha, welcome to Bradley. Do you know where you're parking?
Wrong way. Alright.
Signature.
November 252 Charlie Alpha, Roger, continue down the runway, left turn onto Juliet, ground point enter.
Down the runway to
Again,
Juliet, left
it's
turn
all
onto
about,
Juliet, ground point 9, 252 Charlie Alpha.
Delta 782, I'm sorry, the
No,
speed
what I
is
wanna
aren't
think is
matching.
that
Turn left
bad.
heading 360,
No,
Delta 782
we could
12,000. Delta 782 heading 360 and
But,
12,000.
I don't know, I'm checking off things as I go here, so, let's see.
American 2148, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 4 right, Boston altimeter
And I put all the
2978.
airports I've landed at.
Descend via 4 right, 2148.
2148, thank you, maintain 260 knots and then publish
That's
speed
it.
to Roebuck.
That's the places I've
Alright, 260 until Roebuck 2148.
So we have Nashua.
American 1874, radar contact 30 miles southwest of
Worcester,
Spec, descend to
obviously.
maintain final with 230.
Southbridge, where that 150.
Down to 230, American 1874.
Hartford, let me just check my.
Boston 7, Boston Central, this is Air Canada 100, currently passing by 35,000 feet for 37,000 feet, off to Extol, Air Canada 100.
Air Canada 100, Boston Center Rudder. Number 564 Tango Golf, just verifying 3,000, I show you slowly.
And I have one more airport.
Sorry, we
actually, two
copied
more
2,000. Can we say you're 2,000?
Hyannis I have to land at.
564 Tango, sure, maintain
Falmouth,
2,000.
if
Do
I
you
can
still want
get
the
in there.
approach
That
to
one's a
Cook, or do you
tough
want
one,
to just go in the
'cause
final
you
approach
have
course from there?
International Guard.
we can join the
base
final
over
approach course on Vector 564 Tango.
And Nantucket, I
Number
still have to
564
hit.
Tango, from that heading, join the final approach course.
Other than that,
So the final approach
hit
course,
a lot of
564 Tango.
airports. That's why we have to start
782, still
we
heading
gotta start bridge
270,
now.
maintain 12,000.
270, 1,000.
November 4 down at Echo Foxtrot, leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Roger, thank you, Nantucket Foxtrot. All right,
American
so get
247
back
descend to maintain 1,000. Albany altimeter 29090.
Here we go. Transponder. Whoop, back. VFR. Good. 1,200. All good. Alright. So Waterbury should be coming up on our left pretty soon. I gotta get a time check for that. 56 minutes. Yeah, so it should be about that. So I'm thinking that my flight planning is not bad with the Diamond 40. 'Cause again, this is the first time I actually wrote a flight log out for the Diamond 40 tonight. And it's going pretty well. Yeah. Well, you've been to New Bedford. Hyannis is kind of the same, just in the Cape there. But you got to watch out for Otis when you're going to the Cape around there. But Hyannis has been on my list of going to for a while. It's just not cross country. It's not more than 50 nautical miles. So that's why I put that off. And I thought about doing it last week when we had the slight wind gust, 17 knots. But I decided to do North Central and Newport, Rhode Island. I thought I was going to get hit with landing fees because it's supposed to hit you with landing fees if you're registered aircraft outside Rhode Island. But I literally went to use the facilities at North Central, and I asked them there. I was like, "So what is this thing about out-of-state fees?" And he's like, "I didn't see a thing." So, and then Newport, I literally just landed, parked on the apron, made sure things were good before I headed back to Plymouth. No one bugged me there either. So I did get charged $10 at Block Island though. I will let you know that they, anticipate paying a fee, but I guess that when it's not that busy, they're not going to go nuts. So, what's that airport? Robertson? No. That could be Robertson, actually. I'm wondering what that is. Oh, no. Waterbury Airport's there. And that is Waterbury out here. So, Provincetown I liked a lot. I landed there. I took the e-bike there, e-bike downtown. And Chatham I liked, but I didn't have an e-bike then because when I went to go get breakfast again, the restaurant was packed. And that was pre-COVID. And I waited literally an hour for breakfast and never got in. So I was like, well, I got to go back to Plymouth. But I tend to book in 5-hour blocks. And again, that's not 5 hours consistently of flying. That's an hour to get the plane all set up with the pre-flight and then the cameras. That usually takes about 40 minutes because I take my time on that. And then usually I fly for about 2 hours, maybe a little over 2 hours total. and I give myself time to stretch my legs out the airport I arrive at and stuff. Nantucket I want to get to. Beverly, I haven't gotten there yet. I wanted to do, what was it? I wanted to do Portsmouth International. So that was another one, too, that I already have planned. I just have to change the winds and everything on. But that would be over Class Bravo, again. Or we can go through it, maybe. But it's a question of, do you want to go direct over the water, which you could. I'd want to be at a good altitude, which would probably be above Class Bravo. So, yeah, Provincetown's cool, though. And the terminal is run by JetBlue, I believe. No, Cape Air? Might be Cape Air. And they hit you with a landing fee there, but, like, it's not that bad for the day if you're going to spend time in the downtown. So, but Martha's Vineyard, again, one of my favorites to get out there with the e-bike. That was awesome. And the bike trail goes right up to the airport, so that was really cool. All right, I fell off my trimming there for a second. Yeah, I haven't been in Maine yet. I have a ex-co-worker who lives up in Leamington Harmon Airport area, so I was going to go visit her, but again, COVID happened, so there were a lot of plans, you know. Yeah, they also control the terminal there, so when you pay the landing fees, you pay it to them. But they were really cool. In fact, they dug the e-bike. They're like, oh, hey, yeah, what brand is that? This and that. The lady wrote down the name. So, but all right, we are right over Waterbury, Connecticut, right there. So that's my checkpoint. It's about 54, 55 minutes. I said 56. I'm going a little faster. Again, we couldn't go by the real world weather here because we're not using real world weather. We had to force some VFR weather, but we'll see. We'll say 56 is fine. It's only a minute off. All right, New Milford, Connecticut, next checkpoint. So we'll see what that's all about. Update you on where we are in EFB, which I use in real life. It's a really small place, but there is a river that I'm looking for too as a backup. Daytime, obviously, it'd be a little easier to see that. That's our next checkpoint. We should be there in about 7 minutes or so. Trim it down. Supposed to get that vaccine hopefully sometime soon. They have no clue about when teachers get it. I did order it though. I'm supposed to be getting the Moderna one, so we'll see how that goes. But the town I work in is supposed to be ordering it, and then they're supposed to let us know. So my doctor's office, they kind of let us know that February, March, so I might check with them too. So the quicker I get that, the quicker I can go back into the school building and not have to worry. But I am teaching remotely as of now. So, cool. See, I think that's cool. You get to fly in a different place. You know what I mean? If I wanted to do that, I'd have to, like, get signed out and everything on planes. Because I inquired about that. We were supposed to go to Disney World before COVID happened. And, so I just was intrigued. I was like, oh, hey, you know, if I wanted to rent a 172 for me, what would it take? And it's an hour ground, hour flying. And then they'd sign off if you were good enough to rent from them. And that'd be like a one-time deal. So that right there's like $200-something just to be able to rent the plane. So I just don't think it's worth it for me as of now. Unless I was to go to the Orlando area a lot, which we love Disney World, but you go there for Disney World, you know what I mean? So. But all right, we're gonna get there. We're about 20 minutes out, according to my EFB. Same thing on the GPS here. 122 knot ground speed. Doing pretty good here. Fantastic. They're showing some New York approach, though. So I am probably gonna have some type of approach going in there. Right on the cusp, at least, I think. It says that there's an ATIS there. So, what's this? What's this one right here? New York ARD approach. I'm taking it that that's the one I'm supposed to go to. Oh crap! Sorry. Oh boy. All right, 128.55. We'll get it ready just in case, and they can tell me if I'm wrong. All right. But I'm gonna be doing more flights with the DA-40, so I want to mix this up. I want to take the Pipistrel out too for a light sport. And I wish they had a Cessna 162 Skycatcher model for Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I haven't seen one. So, and the ones that they had for prepared were actually old FSX ones, and you couldn't use them because I had the 64-bit version, honestly, and all the modules were 32-bit. So that didn't work either. But I'd like to fly that someday, just to have a light sport experience. Again, you only need a driver's license to fly that, and being a private pilot, you can already exercise sport pilot privileges. I can't talk anymore. As long as you have your driver's license instead of your medical, that's fine too. You know. And also, we're allowed towered airspace, whereas sport pilots are not, because they don't get that training. So. Alright, so we're 36.5 nautical miles out. Making our way there. It's very dark out. And New Milford is coming up though, so let's see if we can see that out here. Taking it like it's either, I think it's this right here. That's New Milford. Honestly, things are easier to see during the day. If I was to go out to Jet Pilot Cinnamon to visit, I'd probably start the rental at 8 a.m. Just book it out for the whole day. So you'll probably be there around 10:30ish or so. Probably refuel the plane and then head out in the skyline in Bayport. So my multi-panel, dude, my desk is a mess, dude. I'm organized chaos, so I don't even have a camera to point at it. I mean, I guess I could show you a little bit if I can get this working. So give me a second. I will try my best, sir. But I'm not even using autopilot anyways. This is experimental what I'm about to do, so give me a second. It's just a webcam, so it's not going to mess with the stream here. But all right, let me set on autopilot, seeing that you're gonna make me do that. Nav, altitude. Oh no, not 6,000. So oh, I guess it would be. Albany would be cool too. Yeah, I want to go to that springs there, Sarasota Springs. Let's go visit Grant's final cabin where he died. Ulysses S. Grant. I thought I was inspired by that. But all right, I got it on autopilot, which actually seems to be holding because that wasn't working the other night. Let me see what I can do about showing you my multi-panel, because I know you're excited to kind of see that and see what you can do with it. But I'm gonna try connecting my mobile phone camera. We'll see if this works. I'm not going to be in that corner once I do this, so XSplit webcam. I think I installed it a long time ago. I did. All right. You ready? All right, Pixel 4 XL. And let's see if it does that. I don't see it doing it so far. Got it pointed. Oh, I have to accept it. Let's see if it connects. Yep, well, it took me off there. Let me get this out of there. Getting the background out of there. Give it some time. Well, it's showing me a picture, but it's not changing the background. So that obviously is not working the right way. It actually just crashed the program, so give me a second. I'll restart it and see if it works. No, you're not causing a mess. It just lets me test out things, that's all. Can I stop the plane? My 3-year-old just asked me if I could stop the plane. It's on autopilot, yeah. Well, I'm gonna stop pretty soon because we're almost there. Alright, we go to original on this. Now we'll go to the webcam. There we go. Hey, it's working now. See, just need to restart there. So that's what you got. Organized chaos here. Yeah, just go with it. Now see, it's not mirrored, so. Can we flip the camera around? We can, actually. There you go. It's a little bit better. Sorry about the mess, everybody. So that's when I'm using it right now. Set to 6700 only because I'm doing the pressure from VATSIM. And we're going to have to call into approach pretty soon. But that's what it looks like. Right there. It's pretty cool that XSplit VCAM actually does this wirelessly too. Someday, when I get to clean up everything, I'll show you the whole setup. You know, I've been saying that for months, but I promise I teach every day on this. So, but that's it right there. Alright, back to the webcam. Well, you let me test that out, that little feature there. So I always have another camera, which is called the cell phone. So, yeah, it's a little red, but you can read it. That was a little brighter than what it is in real life on the camera there. So, no, the radio panel. I mean, that's just straight out LED, but this one has, because again, if you're at night and you have lights off in the cockpit, you have all that stuff. I just dropped my S Pen. So, oh, my camera just crapped out on me. Oh, there we go. I think it's just because it's using my NVIDIA card. Again, I'm letting it use my Intel 3D card just for the webcam, and now it's going to work great, so. And that was part of my problem earlier today. But we are on autopilot, and we're going to have to call into approach here. And I'm just going to go right over to New York ARD approach, because it seems like that. Yeah, it's... Really? Oh, because it has like a backlight. I don't know if there's a way to turn that off. I'd have to read it because I got this second hand. So I think I got the box, though. I think I bought it with the original box. So I'd have to look at it. But you can look online and see if there's some way to turn off the backlighting. Because it's the same red LEDs. So as long as you can turn off the backlight, you're probably going to have black there, you know? But alright, we are 11.5 minutes out, 24.2 nautical miles. And again, I'm going to have to call into New York approach here, so let's get that going, shall we? New York approach, November 489 Echo Foxtrot.
November 489 Echo Foxtrot, New York approach, hello?
Diamond 9er Echo Foxtrot, 24 miles to the west of Kilo Sierra Whiskey Foxtrot, requesting flight following for eventual full stop there. I didn't know about contact. It's a little unorthodox because I'd be passed off to approach as we get there. And I would have been with Boston Center, so we'll see what happens.
Right, Number 489 Echo Foxtrot. Sorry, I was just looking for you. I see you now. You said you went VFR flight flying to where?
Kilo Sierra Whiskey Foxtrot, Stewart International.
Okay, Roger. I think there's another controller covering that sector, but I'll check for you. I'll be back with you in just a moment.
Roger. I got two of you overlapping, so I wasn't sure which one. Alright, we'll start our descent. Take it off autopilot. Kick this back. And field altitude there is 1,500 feet for the traffic pattern. About that. Want to descend at about 600 to 800 feet per minute.
Customer 489 Echo Foxtrot, you can contact New York approach 120.8. Take care.
120.8 for Echo Foxtrot. Thank you. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Seeing that I don't have them, I've decided I've changed my mind. I'm going to get the ATIS for New York Stewart. I don't see... oh, it does have an ATIS. Okay, cool. 3005. So let's put the stuff in our tablet here. Let's take a look at this while I do it. Okay. So we got our chart right here. Alright, now I'm getting this off of V-Pilot here.
November 2355 Golf, would you like plate filing today or previous change?
Frequency.
5.
Okay, number 2355 Golf, previous change approved. You can contact me for landing clearance at
Although
Westchester.
this isn't going to be authentic because I'm using VFR weather here. Approach to runway 9. Departing runway 9, info kilo. Alright, then I'm going to call into approach just right with all that information and get right in there. So that's what we're going to do. So yep, that's what we do in the real world too, is I got the S Pen out, I start writing all the stuff down. I have paper and a pencil on back.
New York approach, Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot Sierra.
Golf
for about 30 miles north of JFK, coming down the Hudson southbound, 1,500 feet.
Alright, trim down just a little bit more. I'm going to wait for them to answer that guy.
3 Foxtrot Sierra, stay intention.
We want to just have flight following into JFK, and we'd like to come down the Hudson and over the ocean and around into JFK if that's possible. 3 Foxtrot Sierra.
We just got over our last checkpoint, total of an hour and 10 minutes.
0307, 3 Foxtrot Sierra.
And that was Stormville, so we're about 2 minutes ahead, but that's not that bad for planning purposes. Again, I have real world winds aloft that I was using, so it's obviously not what I'm having right now. Alright. New York approach, November 489 Echo Foxtrot.
November 489er Echo Foxtrot near Bird.
Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot, 15 miles to the west of Stewart International with Kilo to land.
9er Echo Foxtrot, make a right downwind from runway 9er.
Right downwind from runway 9er, 9 Echo Foxtrot. There we go.
November 323 Foxtrot Sierra, ready to contact 18 miles northwest of Westchester Airport. Proceed via the Hudson southbound.
So we're going to go slightly south of the airport, right downwind, runway 9er, and just keep descending here. But we're right outside of the Hudson's coming up. Let's put it that way. We're going to cross the Hudson and then immediately be there. So, oh, interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I have the SciTech version or the Logitech. Because again, I bought it used on eBay.
Southbound on the Hudson River, maintain VFR at 1,500.
I would read up
Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot Sierra, copy, 1,500 southbound down the Hudson, 3 Foxtrot Sierra.
All right. I don't know, man. This one's not lighting up. That's interesting. So check that up. Check up multi-panel Logitech turn off backlighting and see what pops up, because I'm finding a couple things with that already. And there you go. Which is it? Oh, you want Harrison Ford? Here you go. He just hopped in the plane for you. But yeah, I'm trying to get off this so I can get the Super Bowl going on, which is why I wanted to stream like an hour and a half before I actually started. So we're gonna try to get this done, and once we land at Stewart, we're gonna call it a night.
New York departure, Vic 5 now
at
2,000 feet with you.
Now coming in here, one thing I did notice. Say again for 9 Echo Foxtrot.
9 Echo Foxtrot, make it a left downwind runway 9er and report midfield.
Left downwind for runway 9er and report midfield, 9 Echo Foxtrot.
Vix 5, New York departure, radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, turn right heading 070.
0701
interesting. I don't
0,000
know.
for Vic 5.
So, does that bug you or? Alright, so now I'm going left downwind. I'm going to report midfield for runway 9er. I mean, runway 9er. Hello. So now we're going to head north to the airport. But there are these hills over here on our left that you have to watch out for coming in here. And this is why I like doing some flight simming of places I go before I go there. So, hey, you know, he's got the Young Eagle shirt there, I believe. So, but who knows? We might do an Indiana Jones inspired thing. So, yeah, the radio panel is pretty sweet. I have to agree with you on that. But again, I just wanted the option of the multi-panel. I kind of finished up my whole SciTech experience with that. I'm not a fan, and this is just me, my opinion. I'm not a fan of building a cockpit panel in front of the screen. I like just to have things here and have the virtual cockpit be the cockpit. So that's just me, though. And the great thing on this Diamond 42, there's no mixture. It automatically does everything with the ECU, the engine control unit. So you don't have to worry about that at all. Alright, let's check out our checklist too while we're here. So, I'll show this to you as well. Again, I made this checklist from the AFM for the Diamond 40. But descent power level is required, airspeed is required, trim is required. We could go a little slower. Enunciator's monitor, so that's pretty easy. Approach the landing, adjustable backrest, upright, safety harness, check fasten controls. No interference. Stab to the face. Hello, how's it going? How's your car door there? Check fasten controls, no interference. Landing light, not landing. Landing light, I have to fix that. Fuel pumps are going on. Parking brake.
Vic 5, direct Merritt, climb maintain 17,000.
Okay.
17,000 direct to Merritt, Vic 5.
That is the checklist I've made. I have a couple corrections in spelling and lost letters, but get it. Oh, that stinks, man. So what's going to happen with that? Well, maybe you should. You're not too far. I just would have to save up a lot of money. And I'm not against that, honestly. Again, it's just, it's going to be easier in non-COVID times to go out there and be able to do some things and fly around with you, you know. And it would be a heck of a long flight, but I don't mind doing it, especially if I end up buying a plane sometime, so. Yeah.
New York approach, Skyhawk 323 Foxtrot Sierra, sir. Is it possible for me to
I didn't know it was
right
brand
here
new. That
and come
sucks.
back in about 1 minute?
Wow. But Rob, I'm not against going out there. It's just a matter
Sierra,
of
are you there at 1,000?
figuring things out. Let's
We're
wait
at
till
1200,
COVID
yes,
kind of
sir.
really
They're coming
dies
down the
down
hub.
and go
That's
there.
fine.
So
Just report.
We'll call you right back. 3 Foxtrot Sierra.
But yeah, if you come out, I'm gonna probably have the 172N or the 172E renting it out there, and that's more than enough to take 3 people. You know what I mean? So. All right, we're currently on a left downwind for Stewart International, kind of testing out the Diamond 40 while at the same time flying what would be a real-world flight if we can make it happen this summer with jet pilot Cinnamon to land here from Plymouth and then
let's see, make a left
do the Skyline route
runway
and
34.
that stuff. So I will. Yeah, we're not even close to that yet. It'd be this summer, and again, COVID has to try to die down a little bit because. But I'm hoping I'd have the vaccine by then because I did sign up for it. So, and I'd still wear a mask and everything. But yeah. You know, but never say never, Rob. You are on my mind about a flight. It's just a matter of how to make it happen. So, and I do appreciate your support either way. And obviously, you're a very good friend of mine so far. So, stay in my good grace. No kidding. but we'll see what I can do. If I end up getting a plane, which I don't think it'll be anytime soon, I'm thinking in the next 2 years, then it's definitely doable at that point. So my brother lives in Dallas, and like I'd like to fly out there in legs, but my family doesn't fly with me, which is also another issue. It wouldn't be an issue seeing Rob, just. Alrighty then. So listen, we gotta get our airspeeds here too. Let's look at our speeds here. Alright. Gotta report midfield on the left downwind. Best glide speed's 88. Approach speed, which is on the base, we'll go at 78. Okay. Approach speed, flaps, landing, we should be about 77, and we want to land around 72. No, 77. We want to keep it at 77. So we're all right. But we're going to call midfield pretty soon on this left downwind. But this is Stewart International right here. The default scenery is pretty sweet. It's very detailed. Microsoft Flight Simulator. So.
134.7 Boston Center, V5. Thank you,
right
sir.
About it.
Good night.
Altitude here. Actually, no, we're below. So we're gonna chalk this up a little bit. We're a little low. All right, they got some snow here, which is exactly what I wanted. A little low. Should be about 400 feet higher than this, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Midfield, left downwind, runway 9er, Diamond 9er, Echo Foxtrot. Oh, thank you. Well, someone asked for it, so I think it was Rob. So I
Echo
put it on there.
Runway 9er, clear to land, wind 3105.
Cleared to land, runway 9er, Echo Foxtrot. Okay, put up the speed here a little bit. We're a little slow. Flap extension, which is what I was trying to get. 110 on the base, so we have to kick this up. So we gotta figure out some group flights. It'd be nice to see some people again. COVID being a big problem, but it'd be nice to see people once everything kind of returns to normal. And we could post that in Discord. Have some stuff there. Hopefully not make too many people jealous that can't fly. So. Alright, we're going to extend the downwind here. Slightly. So I can get a good setup. Because I'm not as familiar with the Diamond 40 here. Kind of using this to cheat a little bit too. So beam the numbers. We'd be worrying about things. But we don't touch flaps in this. There we go. It just didn't load up the runway right away. I would say yes, but the Diamond 40 has a big, wide cockpit, so I would say yes, it's pretty authentic, but I've never flown a Diamond 40, so I can tell you. I know that it is in the Cessna 152 and stuff. You'll see reflections and stuff. So, all right, getting a visual. Go a little further. Way too high now. So kick that down. Trim down. Turning base, here we go. Clear on the left. That's about where I want to be. Runway 9er, do we see it? Yeah, oh. Set up pretty good. We're a little high though. Can already tell we're too high. Just trimming down. Okay, straighten out. Way down on that. Take off flaps. I'm gonna turn final immediately because I can tell that that's gonna be an issue. Okay, we're very high, so that's why I'm pulling out the power right now. Angling down. Oop, don't be doing that. Trim up. I already did report midfield. We're all set. You already cleared me for landing. But thank you for reminding me. Alright, landing flaps 98 degrees. Let me just get more on set here. Alright, full flaps. So we're a landing configuration. I have no clue why it does that, but it does. And now we're gonna kick the throttle off and try to land at approximately 77 knots or so. So we're doing pretty good. Real life, I'd probably have my better peripheral vision. I don't know, man. You never know. Weirder things have happened, you know? But when he posted that, I was like, dude, I already had that in my mind. Because I'd rather go with someone that's experienced. So. Alright, this extra speed, I got like all worried. My 3-year-old was like totally reacting to my wife behind me. But alright, this should bleed off as we get down there. See, there's a little bit of snow. Actually, I don't know what that is. That's the reflection of the lights on the windshield. That's what I'm thinking.
Sierra, are you going to be in the exclusion below 1300 or the
that's the outer marker
above 1300?
I just have my airport diagram there. We're still a little high.
I would say probably the
I'd rather be
exclusion
high than
below
low.
1300, 3 Foxtrot Sierra, if that's all right.
3 Foxtrot Sierra, Roger, frequency change approved.
And here we go. Little
fast.
fast.
3 Foxtrot Sierra, sorry. If I'm above 1300, I can get flight following.
Cool.
Is that true? Is that right? 3 Foxtrot Sierra?
Hey,
yeah, we'll take the above over 15.
All right. I don't know what it's doing. It's loading some scenery or something.
1,500.
But we're going to be okay.
Sorry about that. I'll
Fighting it
know
off.
about that next time. Thank you.
Here we go. Not bad in the landing here.
And you are cleared into the Bravo as
All right, there's 2 FBOs here.
Cleared in the Bravo Cessna 323 Foxtrot Sierra.
So I'm going to try to turn off at the next taxiway, Alpha 6. You know, build that resume no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Look at Harrison Ford here. It's not just because he's a movie star. Alright, Alpha 6. I spent way too much time on that the other night, by the way. Just want everyone to know that. I had to Photoshop the Bose A20s in. He didn't come like that. Alright, we'll clear the runway here. And then we'll just call up approach and say taxi to General Aviation Parking, or actually Atlantic. And that's probably where I'm going to go. That's why I asked Mike the other night. I was like, which FBO would you go to? Because not worried about landing fees, but...
Remember, 323 Foxtrot Sierra, contact LaGuardia Tower.
Alright, let's go to our checklist for...
118.73 Foxtrot Sierra.
After landing, power level idle. It is. Brake as required. Transponder is going to stay on until we park. Pitot heating off. I'm leaving it on because it's cold. Well, we don't really need it. Alright. Avionics is required. License is required. Flaps are up. They are up. Did you know there's a flashlight in Flight Simulator? I didn't know that until I was watching the Sim Caesar channel. Alternate L
Remember, 235
gives you a flashlight.
wind 320.
The only other question I have is why isn't it red? But, you know. Alright, good. We're good to go then. That fuel pump's off. Alright, we're good. Let me turn this off. New York approach. Diamond 9 Echo Foxtrot requesting taxi to General Aviation Parking Atlantic at Stewart. Probably should have told him where I am.
November 489 Echo Foxtrot, runway 27, taxi via Alpha 8, cross runway 834 at Alpha.
Roger. I'm actually at Alpha 6 on the ground at Stewart, and I want a taxi to Atlantic, which is on the General Aviation route.
Oh, sorry about that. 9 Echo Foxtrot,
should have told him.
parking via left Alpha Charlie.
Alpha Charlie to Atlantic for 9 Echo Foxtrot. So this is kind of what we do with Mike. He said that he's dealt with Atlantic and Signature, which is the other FBO here. I haven't experienced any of it, but people have said that they can be a little pushy on the fees. So. But yeah. Oh, cool. KPYM is, from what I heard, it's a pretty good stepping in there, you know, because they got good benefits and they have a 401 and medical and stuff like that, so. Cool. Let me know if you do. Maybe I'll go visit. So. Are they at Bedford at all? So I know Provincetown is a big one for them, and so New Bedford too is like a main thing here. All right, we're gonna take a right turn here onto Charlie. We have to go all the way down the ramp. We're gonna pass the terminal, because this is an international airport, believe it or not. So they also have state police here for New York, but look at that. This is default scenery. They modeled this thing really well. So I'm kind of jealous that Mike gets a nice modeled airport. Meanwhile, I have to suffer. Yeah, there's a couple stations. I know they were hiring at New Bedford, or in general. So they were doing something. I think it was Cape Air, because it was on Facebook. So. But New Bedford's really stepped it up on trying to get people there. So, and I guess that they do okay, because Cape Air's been there for a long time. So, again, the main international terminal here at Stewart, which I'm not calling Sullivan anymore. It's a good thing. And Atlantic is down here at, I think it's this hangar, because the state police are over there, so we don't want to go there. A little bumpy. Whoa, a little bumpy. I think they're phasing those out. It's the new Italian planes they got. I don't know if it's a 40TC. So I know they used to fly the Cessna 400 series. But you see them at New Bedford. They're on the secured ramp, so yeah. That's what I was thinking. They also fly in the Caribbean or something like that. But alright, Atlantic is this building right over here, so that's where we're going to park.
New York approach JetBlue 521 descending on the Corey 4, and we have Sierra 2985.
JetBlue 521 here.
Yeah, we have Harrison Ford with us because someone requested his presence and he parachuted into the plane or something. I don't know what he did. Skydive, I don't know.
So, but, Corey, I
don't want a new passenger every single stream though. But we were really testing out the Diamond 40 tonight. And the other one made sense because I actually went to John Travolta's house. But it was a last minute decision, and I guess now I'm just going to have a slew of guest passengers here and there. Maybe not in every flight, obviously, because that'd get old fast. But all right, here we are, parked at Atlantic. At I want to call it Sullivan again, but it's not. It's Stewart. Engine shut down. I'll show you the checklist, which I still have to revise slightly, but it's doing pretty good. Parking brake set. Power level up to 10% load for 1 minute. They want you to get that engine up there a little bit. All right. Engine indications check. ELT check. Now transmitting. I switched to 121.5, or guard as we like to call it.
You're on guard with
Avionic master off right down here.
Yeah.
Electrical consumers. That means all electric except for strobes off. Turn this down. All right. Has it been more than a minute? Engine master off. That's electric master. This is where I get confused. Off. Okay. Yep. Continue. So that's how you stop the engine in the Diamond 40. I'm going to turn the strobe lights off and electric master off. Yep. And then it's just parking. So turn the parking brake off, chalk the plane. There you go, you're parked. This would be right outside Atlantic.